Hello and welcome to a special weekday edition of Do It 3D Live. It's a Tuesday evening, unusual for me to stream on a Tuesday, and I just realized as I came on that Steve is streaming. Steve Builds is streaming as well, so I don't expect too many viewers on this stream tonight, but that's okay. Mainly I'm on here just to show off a little bit of the new Polymaker colors and filaments that are available and are out right now. So I see Russ Gare is here and Nick is here. Yo, yo, yo. So we're going to look at the Panchroma and the Fiberon filaments. I received this box from China yesterday, and we're just going to pull it out and see what we have in the box. And if I can find a profile or if I can figure out some sort of a profile to print, I would like to try printing a piece that I've been working on a project I'm working on that been waiting for this Fiberon filament to print. So I don't know which one to use, but I can, I'm going to end up testing them all anyways. And I'm hoping that I can get a successful print for this piece that I'm printing, that I need something a lot stronger than PLA, even stronger than standard PETG. So that'd be great. So it looks like we have two people. You guys are the only two people watching right now. So you guys are going to have the exclusive view, firsthand view of this anyways. And I'm going to keep this nice and short because the idea is that this is just going to be a shorter video done live that I can post and people can come on and rewatch it and, get to see the new filaments. Jeff Thorson is on there. Hello, Jeff. How are you? So I'm going to start anyways, unboxing these filaments. I just opened it. I haven't even looked at the colors or anything yet. I just opened it, and it was 2 boxes. There was 4 in the one box, and I think there's 10 rolls in this box. So, hey, Brent Ferguson is here, and Tor. Hey, Tor, how are you? PETCF17. That's what I was thinking for this part, to be honest, but we'll see what else we got here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull some of these things out of the box. We'll see what we've got. I'll show you the part I'm trying to reproduce and why I'm trying to reproduce it. You may be getting the same box. Okay, Tor. Hey, probably. So let's see. Let's see what I got. We'll start with the Panchroma. I keep wanting to call it Panchroma. We'll start with the Panchroma and see what we have. So our first one is a Panchroma. And the color on this one, it's a celestial and it's green. It's a pretty accurate rendition on the camera there, so we'll just put that kind of that way so you can see that. This one looks really nice. This is a Panchroma gradient. This is translucent rainbow. That is beautiful looking, and actually the colors that I'm seeing on screen, hopefully you are quite accurate too. So okay, so we have that one. Let's see what else. Okay, this is beautiful. Panchroma matte. Panchroma matte sky blue. I believe these are all available in the United States at the moment. I'm not 100% sure, but I know they're not available here in Canada yet. Last I heard, it's possible September for Canada, but we shall see. Okay, let's move some of this Fiberon out of the way here. There's another Panchroma matte. That looks nice too. Panchroma matte pink. Lotus pink. Okay. And another Panchroma. Oh, I like this one too. Celestial purple. Okay. And next. Ooh, this is cool. Available in US, subject to normal stock restocking stuff. Okay, that's cool. This is Panchroma neon green, and it is UV. So it obviously changes color slightly, I would think, under the sun or something. So I don't know. That'll be a fun one to try. Okay. And one more Panchroma, I believe. Let's see. Oh, no, there's a few more in there. Here's a Panchroma translucent cyan. Okay. These are going to be so fun to try. I have so many projects I'm going to be working on in the near future. As soon as I get my builds all finished and And then we have Panchroma Neon Magenta. And this again is the UV. So yeah, we get a little bit of a different look under UV light, hence the sun. And these are all PLAs. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, the Panchromas are all PLAs. Okay, and more. We have Panchroma Translucent Gray. Make nice stealth skirts for a certain trident. Yeah, I know, Brent. There's something here that might happen with that. You never know. Two more Panchromas. Panchroma Gradient Satin Rainbow. That's a nice color. Okay, one more Panchroma to come. And that is, oh, this is neat. It's called Panchroma Dual Yin Yang. That's kind of different. Look over the boxes, you won't see PLA. No, you don't see PLA at all on the boxes. And inside, what the spools look like are, they have the Panchroma branded spools, which is really nice. That rainbow one does look great. Yeah, you don't see PLA at all. But our bed temperatures 25 to 60, our printing speeds up to 200 millimeters per second, printing temps of 190 to 230. So it acts like PLA, but it's called Panchroma, not PLA. Hey, Petty Rexman. Okay, so there's the last of the Panchroma ones there. And now we have a couple, it's mostly Panchroma because they have such a variety of colors. And then we have 3 of the Fiberons to look at. It's a new blend of PLA-like material. Oh, that's great. It'll be interesting to see how it reacts as far as atmospheric reactions and how it lasts in the heat, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's a low melting temperature, it's going to have probably the same melting issues as PLA in an automobile, but it would still be interesting to see how that works. Panchroma and Fiberon, what makes them different, or are they stronger? What job would you use them for, or just different colors? Check out Polymaker.com. They have a lot of in-depth explanation on both the Panchroma and Fiberon filaments. But as Tor said there, they are a new blend of PLA-like material. They're not exactly PLA. And the Fiberon is for industrial use, basically. And I'm excited to try it because I watched, I forget who I watched. He printed a part in Fiberon. It sounds, you tap it, it sounds like metal, but it's not metal. The first Fiberon we have is a PET CF17, 17% carbon fire reinforced PET. Okay, that's that one there. That's probably what I'm going to try my part on. This one is going to require, I have to see what the temperatures are. That's going to be inside on the spool. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Okay, there's the first Fiberon. Edge of 3D, that's the one, Tor, thank you. It was the Edge of 3D, and he showed it first on Jerry's stream. I remember that, thank you. I have too many names in my head. Second one we have for Fiberon is a PPS CF10, which is 10% carbon fiber reinforced PPS. Okay, so that's that guy there. I will be testing each and every one of these filaments over time, as quick as you know, as time allows for me. Hey, non-fam. And then the last Fiberon we have is the PETG RCF08, which is 8% recycled carbon fiber reinforced PETG, which is this guy right here. So there's the filaments that I received yesterday. What do we have? 3, 6, 9, 11, 14 boxes of filament. It's going to keep me busy testing these because I am so excited to try some of these new colors, especially this rainbow one. I really like the look of the rainbow. I love the look of these matte ones as well. They're all cool. I'm really excited to try them all. Are you going to have a drawing so we may try some? I didn't plan a drawing tonight because I don't think we're going to get a big crowd tonight, but I will be doing a Polymaker draw again on Sunday on my live stream. I apologize for those of you that missed me last Sunday. I was at a wedding on Saturday and I did not feel good on Sunday, so it was a late night wedding. So yeah. But I know these are, I guess, from what Tora was saying earlier, they are available as they're available in the US, but I'm not sure if they're in stock, but they're not available in Canada to order yet. Okay, so that's those. I also did receive, which I will be talking about earlier, we have some of the poly dryers here, which I'm going to be working on. The poly dryers are going to come in handy for after we open these guys. We are more important than a wedding. Brent, you know, really? A cocktail flu? I've never heard it put that way. Hey, Tessa, never heard it put that way, a cocktail flu, but hey. Yeah, very nice selection of filament. I'm going to have to, I need to build another shelf or something for these different collections of filament. But what I'd like to try now, I'm going to show you the part that I'm wanting to print. Let me move these guys over out of the way a little bit. I'll show you the project I'm working on that I've been waiting for the the Fiberon to use, waiting on to use the Fiberon on. I'm using a lot of ons. And then we will get printing on those. And I have a lot of little kits back here. For instance, you guys have seen all the Bambu kits. Well, I have a lot of the different, these are just a few, but I have a lot of the different Bambu kits that I'm going to be using exclusively these new filaments on, these new Panchroma. I keep wanting to call them Polychroma. Why didn't they name them Polychroma? Because it sounds like Polymaker. But I want to use these new Panchroma filaments on all those projects, as well as a couple other projects that I have in mind coming this fall. Be right back. Kiddo's bedtime. Sounds good, Brent. So I think what I want to do is check out the PETCF17 as the first one. And we'll see the specs. Now let me go get the part and show you what I'm working on and why I want to use this filament for it and why I'm actually doing this. So I need to actually open up Fusion 360 here to download the actual part that I finalized today. So at my full-time gig, as most of you know, it's a printing and sign company. This is a tool that I purchased from a company out of Germany called Yellow Tools long time ago. The issue I'm having with this one here, I'll tell you what this is first. It's basically a tool. So if you install window film, it can be window film, it can be on a wall, et cetera, et cetera. But if you install window film, you never want to go right to the edge of a window with window film, or whether it be vinyl or perforated window film, because you got that little rubber seal on the window. If you get too close to that, you're not going to get a good seal on it, and you're going to get dust and debris in behind it. Okay, so what this does is, if you can adjust the depth of this up or down. It's pretty stiff because it's one of the reasons I'm redoing it. But you can adjust the depth of how far you go. So basically what you do with this is you adjust how far in on the window you want to cut. These bearings, these wheels that are on bearings, run along the window frame, and you put your knife. So basically what you do is you run this along the edge of the window frame, you put your knife in the top slot there, and then you run that down the window frame, and you're actually going to get a nice clean straight line cut down, so you're framing your window. That's the basics of what this tool does. The problem with this tool now is, after using it for a little bit, and I've taken this apart a few times, but what was happening with this, if I can get this off this time, there we go. Just going to make sure I don't lose any pieces, is this little piece here, which is it's got a what's that tape called? It's like the tape you use for heat sealers and stuff on it. This is the part that slides along the window. Okay, that's hence you have that tape on it. But this little part here, you can see where they've got these are M3 screws in there. They're screwing directly into the plastic. There's no heat insets. And this whole piece right here is loosening up. Okay, so it's loosening up. Can't tighten them anymore because, as I tighten it, as they loosen, the plastic is just stripping a little bit, and I'm not able to get any grip on that anymore. So, and then you have this little piece down here, which this whole section just slides up and down the glass to make it run smoother. So that's why I decided to reverse engineer this and print my own and make my own. Now, these two pieces here, this piece here that you run the knife up and down, that is actually made of some sort of a steel, or might even be an aluminum. I don't think it's aluminum. It doesn't feel like it. And then this piece, which is your guide that holds the bearings on the end, this piece here, well, is also steel. It may very well be. I don't think it's aluminum. It doesn't feel like aluminum. It feels like a cast iron of some sort. But that's steel as well. So I went into Fusion 360, took this apart, reverse engineered it, and designed my own. So this is the one that I designed in Fusion 360 by taking measurements. This is the piece that slides much nicer, up and down, of course. Problem is right now that this piece, which is represented here, is printed in PLA. It's plastic. And the same thing with the piece on the back here, which is represented on this one in metal. That piece is plastic, this piece is metal. So I want something a little tougher than plastic. Now this may very well work. You know, taking your knife, I'd have to narrow that gap a little bit, but this may very well work. That's fine. But there's a threat of cutting the plastic with my knife. The plastic's bowed a little bit because the screws aren't exact, et cetera, et cetera. So I just wanted something, and again, and as well, this slidey piece may very well work fine, but I did want something stronger to print these pieces in. So yeah. Rescore just got a Revo Point Pop 3 3D scanner. Oh, nice. I tried scanning once, and I don't have time to work on scanning. I can only focus on so many things at once. So yeah. Okay, so anyways, that's why I wanted the Fiberon. I mean, there was other choices I could have used. I could have printed nylon, et cetera, but I wanted to wait for the Fiberon line and see if actually I could successfully print one of these pieces and make it just that little bit tougher for what I need for this actual part. And then once that's done, as I say, this is just my prototype to make sure that everything fit. I put heat insets in here where there were no heat insets before on the original. I've made it a little better, but of course I haven't been able to make it stronger because right now it's just made out of PLA. So that's that. That's what I'm working on for this project. So the question I have, there's a couple questions. Number one, if I'm going to run it at a PET, I guess you probably want something that can handle the higher temps than PLA, so you can leave it. Well, yeah, yes and no. I don't necessarily leave it in a vehicle. It would travel in my, I have a little kit, a bag with my knives, my blades, everything like that, and it would basically travel in my kit. But yeah, if I accidentally left it in the car, for sure, I wouldn't want it to melt on me. So this product, which is the PET CF17, it print speeds up to 300, printing temp 270 to 300 degrees, easy to do on my P1P, and 70 to 80 degree bed temperature. Color black, 1.75. So I'm going to try this. This is sealed extremely well. I know that after I open it, I should be running this from a dryer, but I'm going to open it. We're going to put it in the AMS, and we'll run it out of the AMS. Hopefully it won't absorb too much moisture, and hopefully I can get a decent print off of it. I don't have a print profile for this, for Bambu Lab Slicer, and according to, there's my mouse way over here. Let's just close this box off. And according to the Polymaker site, which I will switch over here, looks like they're working on print profiles for Bambu Lab, Raise 3D, and Quiditech, or Quiditech, however you want to pronounce that. More coming soon. So I've updated and checked the latest Bambu Lab profiles, and I don't see anything in here for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick I'm going to try and pick a profile that may or may not work with it. I'm going to enter the proper temperatures for the hot end in the bed. I'm going to do a 0.12 layer height on this because I want this to be, the one piece has those fine lines where the knife rides down. So I want that gap to be as accurate as possible. So let's go ahead. First thing I got to do is I got to get into Fusion 360. Work offline, launch service utility. We can't reach the Fusion servers. No, come on. I don't want to work offline. There we go. I think we got it back on now. Let me grab my Space Mouse. Turn this on. There we go. Are we back on? We are back on. So this is the model that I've been working on in Fusion 360. Everything, as you see, everything in the model in here was 3D printed and reverse engineered and designed by myself. So the piece that I want to actually print out now, because it's going to be a nice quick print, and I'll actually probably do both of these pieces in those black pieces you see there. So that is called the that's the knife slot. I called it the knife slot piece for lack of better terms, because that's the piece where the knife slot comes in. So if I get here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save that piece as mesh. And why are you not letting me save? Is it because I'm offline? Maybe it's because I'm offline. Fusion 360 is very fussy. Because that should print no problem. Let me just see. I'm going to have issues if I try to save anything as mesh. It's not going to let me because I'm offline. Ugh, go figure. So hang on. Let me go ahead and see if I can't get online here. Launch service utility. I don't want to, we are working offline, no connection. I do have a connection. Okay, what I'm going to do is just relaunch Fusion 360. Give me 1 second here. And I will save that. And we're just going to relaunch the software and see what happens. I know I have the software open at the office, and that could be causing me an issue. Launch Fusion. Let's launch it again and see what happens. So we are launching again. It's launching on my other monitor. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, we'll suspend the one on my other computer and we'll continue. Fortunately, this launch is fairly quick for me. And it's... Now it just stopped. Okay, we're going to launch it again. Here we go. So how's everybody doing tonight? Okay. This should launch. We'll download that piece, kind of make up a print profile in Bambu Lab Studio and see if we can't get this to work. Okay, there we are. Fusion's launched. And I want these are all the projects I've been working on, and this is the one, right, window trim tool. There we go. I'm only allowed 5 editable files open at a time because I am running the free version of Fusion. Okay, previously saved version of the file exists and is being updated. Do you want to open that file instead? Yeah, I want to open the latest version of my file. There we go. Okay, what are you doing? What is going on now? Something, it doesn't like me for some reason here. I'm going to close this and let's open it again. See what's going on. There we are. Now, you're going to stay with me this time? You are going to stay with me this time. Great. Now I should be able to export that body. Oops, that knife slide body piece, save as mesh, and there we go. I can go ahead and save that now. And we're going to call that the knife slide. We're going to save it to my desktop. Actually, I'm going to change that. I find it real easy to find stuff in my download folder. On my desktop, it's kind of cluttered. Okay. So we'll save that. Minimize those, and let's minimize this guy so you don't get too confused there. Okay, bear with me 1 second, and let's put this back on here. And we're going to go to my download folder. Downloads, and there's that piece. We'll put it over on this desktop here. Why did you not go to that desktop? What's going on? I have one blank monitor for some reason. I just lost it. Let me undo that move. And let's move it to this desktop and see what happens. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to quickly launch Bambu Studio. Okay. Okay, there we go. Amazon has them on sale with all accessories, do they? Okay. Okay, so we have Bambu Studio open. We're going to go to my P1P and let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and load. Let's go ahead and load this into the P1P AMS here. Just got to move a couple things down. A couple projects I'm working on. And I have slot 4 empty in my AMS. Let's go ahead and load this in. And I want to open from this end here. This is extremely tightly air packed. We're going to try and minimize exposure. We don't have a lot of issues with moisture here in the great west of Canada. There we go. It's a 0.5 kilogram spool. Ooh, it's taped on there pretty good. Okay, there we go. Let me just cut this off. Well, it just feels like nice filament too. Okay, so we are speaking 270 to 300. We're going to go 290 and we'll make my bed 80. Fits nicely in the AMS. And shut that up. There we go. Keep as much moisture out as possible. So 290 and 80. Okay, for some reason, oh no, that's okay. For some reason, when I have Bambu Lab on this screen, things go all wonky, as you can see here. But that's okay. I can still see it. And it looks like we're loaded. And let's go ahead and tell this. So I'm going to tell this it is, what can I do that's close? PPA. Let's see, we are running PET CF17. So if I tell it it's PET PCTG, they have a PCTG profile. That's interesting. PETCF. There we go. I'll use the Bambu PETCF profile. Color we're going to set. It's black, but I like to set like a dark gray, just so that I can see what's on my bed. Okay, we'll confirm that. Now let's go over to prepare. We'll update our filaments and sync them. Some unknown or compatible filaments mapped to generic presets. Okay, so why did that not work in device 4? PETCF. Let's see what's going on with that. P1P prepare. Man, this monitor makes everything a little more difficult to work with. So we're gonna run our nozzle at 290. Yeah, I know. It's out of recommended range because that's not the same material. Is that as high as you're going to let me go as 272? Okay, well, I can do 272. That's in the low range, but it's because it's got the wrong filament selected here. PETG basic is what I want. It's not what I wanted. For some reason, it is not letting me sync the PETCF, which is what I want to have synced to there. You should be able to run this filament, Bambu. Uncompatible filaments mapped to generic preset. Please update Bambu Studio or restart Bambu Studio to check if there's an update to system presets. Okay, let me restart Bambu Studio. It shouldn't be a problem, but let's see. 19350. It will tell me if there is an update when I launch. And it's not telling me there is an update. No, there's no updates. Oh, now I did it. This kind of screws me up. This monitor is awful because now I cannot get to the top of this window to close it because it doesn't fit on this monitor and I am kind of stuck. Okay, I have to... Oh, okay, hang on a minute. Escape. There we go. There we go. Okay, we have our PETCF here. Now it's possible, am I not able to feed that material through the AMS? Is that the issue? I'm going to move this back over to this screen. I'll try not to give you guys a blank screen here. Let me give you the this view here as I kind of try and figure out what's going on with this. There we go. That's a little easier to look at on this monitor. It's an PA profile. Oh, okay, maybe. And confirm. Prepare. Let's resync it. Okay, for some reason it's not going to let me print on this printer. No, it's not going to let me get to that temperature. So let me change. Let me change that filament loaded to something different. Let me just use another carbon fiber filament and see what happens. Please use with caution. Okay, so they're talking about them getting stuck in the AMS because they're brittle. I guess I didn't do my homework too well. It does not want to let me print this filament through the AMS. Let's see. Oh, I wonder that's why. I bet that's why. Hang on, I think I figured out what I screwed up. Okay, hang on 1 second. Okay, I think I realized what I just did wrong here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try this. And there we are. Now I got it. Okay, let me move this back over to this screen. It's a mistake I make a lot when I'm using Bambu Studio because I've got different printers running on it. All I did wrong is I didn't have the P1P selected up here. I had my A1 Mini selected up here. So now it's letting me use the PETCF. And now it should let me adjust that temperature accordingly. There we are. We're at 270. And I wanted to go to 290. Let's go 285 in between because it's my first time running it. We'll see what happens. Other layers will go 285. I'm going to use some adhesion on the bed because I need to. We're going to use a textured plate, initial layer. We only want that at 90 because I'm going to put some adhesion on. I'm going to cheat. And we're going to save those settings, which is fine. I want a 0.12 layer height. I'm going to leave everything else as defaults, but strength, I want 4 perimeters. 5, I want 5 and 5. I believe this is going to be a solid piece anyways. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull that piece in here, which is called the knife slide. Okay, and there's 2 sides to this. And of course, we want the countersink side to be up like this. So that's the actual piece that we're printing right there. We're going to use that filament number 4. Okay, and so we've got 4 perimeters, 5 top, 5 bottom. I don't believe there's going to be any infill, but if there is, that's fine. We can use 15% grid. We don't need any support. We're going to leave it at the speeds that are set for the PETCF. We're going to slice that plate, and it's 25 minutes for the print. Let's go ahead and print this and see what happens, but let's have a quick peek because that's a very narrow slot there. I want to see if it's going to do any infill or if it's all going to be solid. No, it's just going to be solid. It looks, oh, there's a little bit of infill. 1, 2 layers of infill. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to give it, I don't want any infill, so I'm going to go 6 top, 6 bottom. And that should get rid of any infill that's going to happen in there. Oh, there's still 1 layer. There we go. Now we've made it solid all the way up. So that should produce a nice strong piece. Okay. Or I lost my chat. Where's my chat window go? Anybody watch? There we are. Oh, there y'all are. I don't know specifically, but a bed adhesive release agent is probably a good idea. It might stick too well to the bed. I use I'll show you what I've been using. I have a few favorites that I've been using lately. One of my favorites right now is the 3D lac. I first saw this adhesive spray on Sam Prentice's channel. This thing has been a godsend for a lot of my different prints. Like this is another project I've worked on for my office, and I've printed about 10 of these without reapplying. And these things have a perfect bottom layer, no sticking, no excessive sticking. 3D lac, I like the bamboo, the liquid bamboo adhesive, of course, and of course I like the man. How come I'm having a brain fart when I'm trying to think of something here? It's okay. It just means I got too much on my mind. A nano polymer adhesive is the other one I really like. So I'm going to give this bed a little bit of a coat, and we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. I mean, this is all about experimental. So we just give the little bit of 3D lac. And I do have different build plates. I have, what I need to do is I do want to get the high temperature engineering plate from Bambu Lab. I'm going to be placing an order with them this week for some filament and some accessories. So I will likely add a couple more build plates to that because I believe I'm going to need, I'm not confident that this build plate is going to work with this material, but we will see. So I'm going to go ahead and say print plate. And we have PETCF. Out of our 4th slot on the AMS on the DWIT 3D P1P. Please check the following: the nozzle hardness. I know. The nozzle will be a tritted. It's only going to be a short print. I know I risk. I know I risk. You're not going to let me print? See, this is interesting. It won't let me print with the standard nozzle that's on the printer. It won't even let me. It won't let me say I don't care. I've got spare nozzles. If I wreck this nozzle from one print, I'm fine. I'll replace my nozzle, but it will not. And I don't see a way to override it. it will not let me print. Printing high temperature material with stainless steel may cause nozzle damage, but it won't let me print. So let me go grab, where are my Bambu Lab kits? I do believe I have a hardened steel nozzle here. Don't you love this live stuff when everything just goes so well? 0.4, is this stainless steel or hardened steel? That might just be stainless steel. I know I have, and you know what? It's probably not even here. Oh, it's probably downtown. I know I have hardened steel nozzles for this printer. Dang. Okay. Couple more places to look. What's in here? What's in this one? It is a non-hardened nozzle. Yeah, well, it's a stainless steel nozzle, the one that's default on the printer. And no, these are for my A1 Mini. Dang. And I know the risks. I fully understand and am aware and capable of understanding the risks, but it won't let me do it. It will not let me, unless there's somehow, oh, hang on. Can I override and tell it it's a different nozzle? It's a very short print, and as I say, I'm almost due to replace this nozzle anyway. Let me see if I can tell it what kind of a nozzle this has. Hold on. Machine code ability extruder. Nozzle diameter. Type. Direct drive. Yes. There's got to be a way where I can override it and tell it I have a different nozzle. So in other words, I want to lie to my printer, because this is going to be the same nozzle that's on there right now. Let me have a look here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same nozzle. Stainless steel. So if I lie to it somehow, hey, printer prawn. Okay, so it thinks, because surely it can't detect what kind of nozzle is on there. Okay, let me drag this window over to this where it actually gives me everything I need. Because as I say, when I go to that other, okay, so now Bambu Lab P1P 0.4 nozzle. If I go ahead and edit that, P1P 0.4 nozzle, it does not tell me anywhere on this list the kind of nozzle. So there's nowhere there it tells me what kind of nozzle it is. Where do I tell it, or where do I lie to it that it is a hardened steel nozzle? Wow. Okay. It's playing difficult. Talking about nozzle hardness, then it talks about temperature, but okay, so what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and oh, this is annoying when I get on this screen and I can't do anything. And I don't know why it does that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if I lower Let's see if this fools it. No, it's not going to let me do it. Okay. Well, this was just a nice short stream to show off all the filaments. It does not want to let me print this without a proper nozzle. Now, I guess I could. No, it needs to be enclosed. The printer won't let me deliberately wreck the printer. It's like it's AI and it's saying, I'm not letting you. It's just a nozzle. I don't care. It's a nozzle. If I wreck the nozzle, cool. If I wreck the nozzle with a 26-minute print, then so be it. I'm willing to take that risk. Surely there's a way, and I know, don't call you Shirley. Surely there is a way to cheat and tell it there's a different nozzle type in it than there is. Let me look something up here. I've never come across this. Mind you, I've never tried to cheat either, so. Let's see what it says here. Come on, come on. Okay, so it looks like they're doing it on the printer. Okay, so it looks like it has to be done on the printer and not in the A3D experiments. So it looks like I have to do it on the printer and not in the slicer. So let's go ahead. Okay, we confirmed that my firmware is updated good. Let's go back here, and it's under accessories. No, it was under accessories, nozzle. Ah, there it is. Okay. 0.4. Okay. I've just lied to my printer and told it I have a hardened steel 0.4 nozzle in there. Okay, I may pay for that, but we'll see. Let's see what it does now. And it asked me to confirm that I have a hardened steel nozzle in it, so I've lied to it twice. And it is now sending the job to the printer. If I screw my nozzle up, it's on me. That's okay. I have another stainless steel nozzle, and I have hardened nozzles, and I've got 5 nozzles for this thing. They're just not here. And y'all are saying, what good are they if they're not here? I agree. Okay. Let's see how this thing goes. We'll just we'll kick back, chat, enjoy each other's company while we let this thing print and see what happens. Somebody at my door. There is some commotion going on upstairs. I read a lot on the, let me move this so I can sit down and chat. I'm reading a lot, or I see a lot of, on the Bambu A1 Mini, and even on the P1P sites, a lot of people post pictures of failed prints that they've had. 99.9% of the time on the ones I've seen, it's based on bed adhesion. They either don't clean their bed, they're not cleaning their bed properly. you know, and yeah, you can, you know, theoretically, yes, you should be able to take one of these coated PEI flexible build plates, wash it with soap and water. A lot of people use isopropyl. I don't do that anymore, and I don't feel it's needed on the quality plates. But I like the insurance or the guarantee of a bed adhesion additive as well, because yeah, you can wash your plate soap and water, it works fine. I'm not in a situation, at least in the studio here, where I don't have a sink that I can actually run over to clean it with soap and water in between every print. So it may work fine for one or two. As a matter of fact, the A1 Mini that's sitting over here, I've yet to clean that build plate, and I've had no problems with print sticking and coming off, etc. And it's been, I've probably printed 50 things on it already. But then at the same time, I don't touch the plate at all. When I flex it to take it off, it's on the edges, so I haven't needed it. But if I'm printing something large, like this print in place case, for instance, that has a solid surface top and bottom, and I don't want corners to lift, I use a bed adhesion assistant, which is what I call them. Either this 3D lac product, which is great, it stinks like heck, but you know, probably make you high if you're in a too much of an enclosed room. Either this nanopolymer adhesive works great. Nanopolymer adhesive is expensive. This is not so expensive. And the other option I use, of course, is the Bambu, this stuff here, which is the Bambu Lab, and this is their liquid adhesive. Now this, they say, works good for PLA, ABS, and PETG. I've tried this on all three of those products, and it works great on these products. I don't think it would work too well on the Fiberon products. I'm not sure. We're going to see if the 3D lac works, because we're printing a piece now that really does need to stay flat and level for it to do what it's supposed to do on this piece of equipment. So we'll see what happens. We are currently heating up. Our bed is at I can't. This is ridiculous. If you look what happens on this monitor. It doesn't even give me a proper bed temperature. It says it's going to 90. Oh, it looks like 73 out of 90. Everything is so messed up on this when I switch to this monitor for some reason. Oh, and if I, oh, look, all I did was click the minimize button, and look, it's all screwed up already. Anyways, okay, forget it. That's been going on forever since I've had two monitors. Any PC gurus out there want to tell me why that is when you hook up a second monitor? So TH3 Studio bed adhesive is really good too. Okay, cool. I've not tried his bed adhesive yet. So, but I should try it just to compare. Yes. You have enough raw supplies to last years. Oh, me too. I'm the kind when I, well, this last time I have a local friend that 3D prints as well. So when I put an order in for 3D lac, I think I ordered a dozen bottles. He bought 6 of them off me, just because we split shipping basically. So yeah, but I would tend to order, I won't just order one of anything. Even if it's on Amazon, usually I will tend to order, next time I order this, I'll order 10 bottles, just because I'm paying shipping for one, I'm going to pay shipping for 10. And as far as I can see and read on these bottles, there is no best before date. And I would assume with a chemical like this, there is no best before date. So yeah. This one particular 3D lac, and I know this isn't a stream about bed adhesion, but what the heck, we're waiting for this printer. And I have no idea what's happening because my screen over there went blank when I touched the, hang on, maybe if I do this. Oh, there it is. There we go. Now it's looking good. See, I just enlarged it, and we're at bed's up to temperature, nozzle's up to temperature. It looks like it's going to start doing something. So let's see what happens. So I don't know who's here, but I must be family visiting. But that's okay. So this doesn't tell me exactly what materials it's good for on the instructions that I can read. Mind you, my eyes aren't the best, but it does say 3D lac is suitable for all types of materials. So to me, all types of materials means everything possible. So you should have took a picture of what? You don't have a Bambu, but you got a big blob on the other day. How to use a Dremel. Had to use a Dremel to take it off. Printing an object, did not know it needed support. Takes up half the bed with only 4 lines touching. Oh, crap, really? Oh, man. You should have taken a picture of it, yes. Send it in to Grant for the Friday failure, epic failures that he would show on his Friday streams. Okay, sounds like Bambu is firing up. It's going to get warm in there because 90-degree bed and 275-degree hot end. I think that's what I said it at, was 275. Actually, I wonder if I can get this camera over and we can watch the first layer go down of this stuff. Let's just see. Although, mind you, it's dark in there. I need to get a light. I bought the light. Actually, I bought, I don't know if Tor's still on, but I bought 3 of the TH3D Bambu lights, kits that go in these things, and I just haven't had the opportunity or time to put them in yet, but I have them. Where's my flashlight? I do have a flashlight here somewhere, and I'm going to see if I can't get you guys a view of this thing while it's laying down the first layer. I don't want to open the door. That'll defeat the purpose of getting it nice and hot in there. There's my flashlight right here, this guy I'm looking for. Here, I'm going to blind you. Oop. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, you'll be able to have a look here. It's just doing its bed leveling and everything right now. Oh, I'm curious if I'm going to wreck this nozzle. So when I'm finished printing this, before I hit the hay or retire for a sleep tonight, I'm going to there we are. I will run something in PLA and see if I screwed up the nozzle badly enough. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, you guys can kind of see that, I think. How's that look? Hang on, let me leave that light right there. Oh yeah, you can kind of see that. Let's see, the first lines of this material being printed on this thing. Let's see. It's either going to fail miserably or it's going to print nicely. I haven't had a blob. I can't remember the last time I had a blob of death. Okay, we're heated up. Oh, here we go. That was pretty cool 3D effect there. Let's see what we get here. Okay. We're shimming, we're shaking. Okay, come on, do your purge line. My arm's getting tired holding this camera. There we go. Oh, you haven't done your bed leveling yet? Ah, crap. It's still leveling the bed. Okay, so we're gonna come back to that. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I have it set to level the bed on each and every print, just because, or to do the mesh leveling, the bed mesh. It's worth the extra few minutes, except when you have somebody watching and waiting. Run the auto calibrate on the Bambu to test the nozzle. Oh, that's true. Such is true. But as I say, I'm all for wrecking a nozzle just because I don't have the proper nozzle here and I want to try a print on this stuff. I'm dying to get a print of this stuff done. Trying the USB beacon probe. I want to get that too. Now, I have the beacon on my 2 Vorons, my Trident and my 2.4. Apparently, the beacon now has the ability for as a nozzle or a touch probe, and I don't think I have to buy any new hardware for that. I think it may just be a software thing for the beacon. I'm not sure, but I got to look into that. So, oh, speaking of probes and beacons and yada yada, little update on the Barbie Tri Zero is I am struggling big time with what's going on with those stepper drivers. I don't know why. So we'll work on that and we'll talk about that more on Sunday stream coming up. So How did Boop or whatever is on your barb? Nick, it's funny. I just talking about that, and you mentioned that. Small world. Look at that. We think alike. Look at that. I don't know because there is an issue with my stepper motors. I'm having an error that I've never seen before with the stepper motors, which I'm sure are plugged in correctly, but they're just not working, and I've yet to figure out why. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. We are laying down filament. I see a line. Okay, it looks good. So far from here, it looks good. Can I get a different view of this? Let's see. If I look in through, do I have any more cord? Or have I run out of room here? No, I've run out of cord. There's the piece printing. So for those of you just joining us, or those of you that just left, bye, suckers. No, I'm kidding. This is the Fiberon PET CF17. I had to cheat the printer and tell it I had a hardened steel nozzle, even though I don't. Yes, I know I chance wrecking the nozzle. I probably will. I don't care. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to run this and print it. So I will put the proper nozzle on for any future prints on this type of material. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this when I have a perfectly good, currently not in use camera right. Where is that other camera? Oh, right here. Let me do something. I'm going behind the scenes in the studio. I'm grabbing a tripod. Not John tripod. I'm grabbing an actual tripod. Well, they're light stands. I call them tripods. I have a bunch of these. I have like 6 or 7 of these. They come in handy. Okay. One of these things. And I have a spare camera I can put up and we can watch this thing print. So let me unscrew this camera from this little mini tripod. Still 10 of you watching. That's cool. You guys want to see how this turns out just as badly as I do, I know. And we'll screw this other tripod onto this little camera. Like so. There we go. And then this little camera went to the market. No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty bad. Now, if I lower this just a tad. Ooh, that is looking good. That's a fine looking print. Let's see if I can get this camera on there. This is called the... which camera is this? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Do I not have this camera assigned? Wouldn't surprise me. I don't have that camera assigned. Okay, well, we're going to add a camera. While we're waiting here, we're going to add a camera. It's going to be called Mobile. We're going to call that Mobile. It's the mobile scene. Mobile. Now you see a blank screen because I switched, but bear with me. If I go ahead and add. Okay, that's not going to work. We got to come back here. Why? Oh, I know what I got to do. I got to go to studio mode. Now I go there and it doesn't interrupt me. You're not letting me add a scene. What is going on? Nothing seems to work when I have anything on this monitor. It's like I don't know what I'm doing, but I actually do know what I'm doing. You got to be kidding me. All I'm doing is adding a scene. Hmm. Now I want to add a device to that scene. You don't have any sources. Click the plus button below. I'm clicking the plus button below to add a source, but you're not working. Come on, OBS Studio. You're not one of those that needs to be over on this monitor, are you? It is too. Move it over to this monitor and it works fine. Anybody that knows PCs can tell me why this monitor screws up or when. Anyways, doesn't matter. Add video capture device. No, I don't want to add a VLC video source. I want to add a video capture device. And we are adding, is it an existing one? Yeah, it's existing and it's called roaming 4K camera. Okay. Maybe it's not. Is it plugged in? It is plugged in. We're going to go check to make sure. Don't you love live stuff? When the guy who's doing the live stream is totally unprepared for any of these little incidents that may happen. Okay, there we go. Now I know what's going on. Here we go. Okay. I guarantee it's going to work now. Let's move that out of the way and move that. Yes. And we're going to minimize this like so. We're going to go to there, and then we're going to go to here. There, I think I fixed it. Tell me, why did it not switch? Now my Stream Deck stopped working. Ay, ay, ay. Where are you, Stream Deck? When it rains, it pours. I wasn't meant to stream tonight. No, it's not letting me switch anything. Everything's on strike. I think because I lied to the printer. Maybe it's a technology thing because I lied to the flippin' printer. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm going to lighten that up a little. No. And focus. Come on, focus. That gives you an idea. There's some reflection in there, but that shows you the part printing. Looks like it's adhering really well to the bed. It's printing pretty fast. Now, I'm sure that this stuff is probably meant to print slower, but I don't have a proper print profile for Bambu Lab for it yet. But and this is just me doing an impromptu print, so we'll see what happens. So those that just joined us, we are printing a part for the first time in the Fiberon PET CF17 filament by Polymaker. I just received a bunch of their Fiberon and their Panchroma filaments yesterday. And tonight I was just doing an unboxing and showing you the different colors available and the different filaments available. And I decided, what the heck, let's try and print a part that I've been needing to print in a good filament. And let's try printing it in the Fiberon and see what we get. And of course, later on down the road, after I've had a chance to try all of these filaments, I will be doing a video and or live stream showing results of the prints, what I've learned, do's and don't do's as far as this goes. Like, you know, I may say, don't tell your printer you have a hardened steel nozzle in it when you don't, because you will bleep up your nozzle. But I don't think this is going to hurt the nozzle for this one small little print. We have 10 minutes left on the print. I'm trying to block that shadow for you. There we go. Or that reflection. But it's looking good. Now I don't, not that I'm going to stick my head in there, but I don't smell any odors coming off of that filament. Doesn't mean that I should stick my head in there and sniff that filament. Put hardened nozzles on all your printers. I have hardened nozzles for my A1s, A1 minis, and I have hardened nozzle for this one as well, but I have everything delivered to my office, and I just haven't brought them home yet. Yeah. These, tell me these aren't. Oh no, those are A1 minis. Okay. I have a 0.6 hardened steel nozzle for my mini. I have a 0.4 hardened steel nozzle for my mini. And I have a 0.2 stainless steel nozzle for my mini. The thing with the Bambu Lab printers I like is that their nozzles, their parts are so inexpensive. And the fact that you get a heat set with the nozzle all in one. Yeah. And for my Voron printers, they have the standard nozzles on them, but it's not hard to swap those out as well. Okay, looks like we're down to 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Then we'll let that cool a bit, and then we'll see how that works. I'm excited to see how this looks when it's done. But my gut tells me it's printing too fast. But maybe not. It does say printing speeds of up to, let's see, where's the bag? It does say printing speeds up to 300 millimeters per second, so we're probably okay. Because I believe in the slicer, I don't think it was set any higher than 300. Let's just have a double check look at that. What did I do under there for speed? No. The highest speed I have is the inner wall at 300 millimeters per second. The outer walls are 200 millimeters per second. And infill's 270, and solid infill's 250, and top is 200. No, we're good. We're within the speed parameters of this filament, so we're not going too fast at all. I see a little bit of artifacting or something going on there, but what is that? We're still okay. Oh, this is great. And the little knife slot on there, which you can't see on this image there, but the little knife slot is nice and thin. Should be perfect for the blade. Older Beacon does the touch probe thing. Yeah, okay, Nick. That's what I've been reading and understand it. And I don't understand it either. I just read and follow instructions to get it done. So we'll see. I mean, they're working fine as they are right now. So I'm sometimes I think, you know what, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it's always so tempted to try new things, right? So. Yeah, this print is looking good. It's sticking really well to the bed, which is perfect. Let's just hope it doesn't stick too well. We'll see. That camera's having a hard time keeping up with the speed of the hot end. That's kind of funny. There's a little bit of a flicker going on there. Mind you, I am shooting through glass. So I will be, as I say, I have the poly dryers. I'm going to be working on the poly dryers now. And now that they're in, I'm going to be doing a comparison. GratKit sent me a filament dryer as well. So I'm going to basically put the two dryers side by side and see what we think. Yeah. And then after we finish the Tri-Zero build, we have another 01 to upgrade, but I don't know if I'm going to do that live stream or not. We'll see. But I want to focus more moving forward on my live streams and on the channel. I want to focus more with doing stuff like what you're watching now, making practical prints and then deciding what's the best filament to use for specific parts of the practical prints, etc. So I will be doing some quote unquote fun prints to test out all these Panchroma filaments with, but going on into later on this year and into next year, I want to focus more on what to do with the printers that we have versus how to build the printers, because there's a lot of influencers out there now, much bigger than me, that are building these printers, which is great. So there's no sense reinventing the wheel to a point where I'm just doing things that they're doing, obviously not as good as they're doing it and not as professionally edited as etc. as they're doing it. But it's always nice to see different people's opinions on different models, different filaments, different settings. So that's kind of where I want to focus on as we move on down the road a little bit on the channel. So I just don't want the channel to get too stale. And there's been very limited growth. And I think the growth in the channel is in the actual practical printing aspect of it. So we'll see. You guys are awesome because you guys tune in no matter what I'm doing. So, and I appreciate that. We are close to being done here. It looks like it's another 2 minutes. And this part looks nice. Oh, yeah. I think this is just what the doctor ordered. Any of you guys interested in I'm doing a lot more stuff in Fusion 360, and I'm wondering if there's any interest in showing the things I'm doing in Fusion 360. Again, there's a lot of Fusion 360 videos out there. You know, and I'm learning as I go, but this job I'm doing right now, I was quite happy with how well that went together in Fusion 360, and it was just, you know, an accumulation of everything I've learned over the past couple years playing with it and twiddling with it and fiddling with it. So, but I don't know if anybody's interested. Anybody on this channel anyways is interested in seeing any Fusion 360 things that I've done. So we'll leave it up to the crowds to decide. I think this is our final layer. Oh man, that looks incredible. Wait till I get it off anyways, but that looks incredible in real life. Let's get this camera ready. I'm going to get a close-up and see how this thing looks. There we go. Been doing a lot of work on Hue Forge and Lithophane Maker. Cool, Russ. I want to do, I actually ordered the CMYK package from Bambu, and I want to do some, I want to get into, I've never really successfully done lithophanes, and I want to try lithophanes one day. So there we are. The piece is printed. It looks so good. Camera makes it look crappy, but let me wait till I get it off the bed. I'll let that finish its thing there. I'll let it lower. And we'll pop it off there, and it's going to be hot, hot, hot. So let's see if I can do this without burning myself. Move this camera out of the way. Boom. You're going to fall. Nah. You're good. Okay. Oh, yeah. That plate's hot. Okay, we'll just let this cool a bit. I don't want to bend it while it's... Oh, that looks good, though. Here, have a look. I'll put it on this camera while it's on the bed. And cut to that and this. Oh, I know why it's doing that. Ready? There we go. Look at that top surface of that. That looks so good. And there's no lifting at all, so I'm hoping it's not too good, and I'm just showing all around. And again, this is a small, quick piece. It'll be interesting to see that on a longer run, but I need to definitely switch the nozzles on a longer run. But the top finish is beautiful on that. So, okay, we'll just let this cool off a bit more. Oh, the purge line came off perfect, real easy. So I have a feeling this part is going to come off nice and easy too. So there we go. There's a good view of it there. Okay. Let that cool a bit more. You don't see that belly. Hey, 3D Medic Vince. You use Polymaker translucent filament. Okay, cool. Okay, we are getting cool. How are we going to do here? Don't want to force it. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's have a look. Let's put this back in. Whoops. Helps if I put it in the right way. Okay. Oh, that looks nice. Now, it doesn't sound like metal, mind you, but it definitely is stronger than the PLA. So there is the bad side. Turned out really nice. There's the top. Yeah, that is great. I am quite happy with that. And then the this is flexible, yes, where I run the knife, but that's okay because it feels a lot stronger and it's got a lot more, what do I say? It bounces back to its original position much better than the PLA did, and that's stronger. I can feel the strength in that right there. For instance, compared to this one, which is printed out of PLA, which bends real easy, and this is the piece it's going to replace. So this is not nearly as flexible, so definitely stronger. I like that. I can feel and see the difference in that. So it's really quick. Let's just do this really quick, and then I can call it a night. But if I grab my this guy, let's unscrew these ones. You'll still hear about playing Valve's new game that's on NDA, but everyone knows about. On NDA, and everybody knows about it. So there you go. Well, you're not going to be guilty of breaking an NDA. Okay, we're just going to quickly undo this one. That's the nice thing about this way I made this with the heat insets. Mind you, I butchered my heat insets a little, but that's okay. is that I can always print and replace these parts if they end up wearing out. So now we'll put this one on. You know, as I say, unlike the original part or the original piece of equipment, I'm not screwing directly into plastic, so it will never wear out. Whoops. I can just feel and see the main difference in quality right now anyway. So, I mean, the accuracy of this piece when it printed is much better. Okay, so there we go. So there's the new piece on there. And as you can see, these aren't nearly as flexible as the PLA, and that just feels much stronger and more brittle, I suppose, if you want to call it that. So what happens on this piece now is I take this, what is Teflon? It's called Teflon tape. And then basically I will Teflon tape across this, cut out these shapes. I'll print this piece out of the same material. And yeah, that is excellent. That's going to work out so well. Ah, come on, where do we go? There we go. That's going to work out so well. I'm very happy with the way that worked out. I'm extremely happy with the quality of that. I don't know if I screwed my nozzle up. You like fusion stuff? Hey, Tor? Oh, cool. I enjoy working in fusion. I learn as I go. I screw up. I've done some complex models before, and I didn't use components. I mean, it's ridiculous how lost I got in it, but now I've taught myself how to use components properly, and each piece of this model is its own component, and it comes together well. So this is awesome. So the next thing I'm going to do, after I get a hardened steel nozzle on it, is I'm going to print this black piece, this slide piece, in the same material, and this one in the same material. And then I'm probably going to print, I may even print the whole thing out of the same material, but likely I'll print, because I want the base part to be a different color. So I'll probably just print this out of PETG, some sort of PETG. And then once I get it all together, I have a couple people that are looking to get a hold of one of these to try them, people in the sign industry here. And let's just see if my knife, I may make that a little narrower, but that's not bad. There's very little wiggle room in there for the knife. So I think this is going to work just fine. I'm stoked about this material. So yeah, this is the, just so you know, just in case you're coming on late, this is the Fiberon PET CF17. It's 70% carbon fiber reinforced PET. And boy, did it work well, and it printed extremely well. I used the Bambu, because there's no specific profile for this yet, but I used the Bambu PET CF profile, and then just adjusted my temperatures according to the Polymaker instructions on the bag inside here. So it seemed to work well. I'm going to leave it in here for now. It's going to stay inside my AMS, which should keep it dry. I'm going to switch out my nozzle to a hardened steel nozzle tomorrow, and tomorrow or the next day. And I'm going to print the rest of these parts. We'll reprint this part. We'll reprint the whole thing in the proper final materials, and then we'll go from prototype to actual working tool. Speaking of tools, no, I'm kidding. And then there's another different one I'm designing, which is meant for desktop use. So that's a whole other part that's based on this one, but it's got a little bit of different design changes. We'll go through that eventually too. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So all of the new Panchroma and Fiberon materials from Polymaker, as I say, they are available in the US right now, but I think in limited supply. I'm not sure if it's pre-order or what they're doing. They are not in Canada yet. These were sent to me by Polymaker, who are partners with my channel, and thank you, Polymaker, for making these available for me to do and show off on the channel. And I will be doing more as time goes on with these things. As you guys know, I love Polymaker filament. My two go-to filaments right now are Polymaker and Bambu. They ain't broke, so I don't want to fix them. I don't like cheaping out on filament because you get what you pay for, in my opinion. But I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. If you're watching this video later and you're new, give me a subscribe, give me a like. That would be great. Leave anything in the comments you want. If you want to ask questions, if you want to give me some tips, tricks, something I might have screwed up, who knows? You know, or even if you guys have better suggestions for the filament, for the slicer settings for this particular, any of these Fiberon filaments. But I will be working on those and figuring all that out as we go. So thank you guys, everybody. Have a wonderful week. I will be back live on my regular Sunday evening time slot at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time this Sunday. So until then, we'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.